After my last purchase of the Rainbow Titanic Peacock, which cost me 2 red kitsune and 2 raccoons, I did not have any good pets remaining with me. So in this video I will try to get a lot of huge and titanic pets, but I am starting from nothing. So let's begin. The best way to start from nothing is hatching a lot of eggs. Also, it was the best time to do so because with seals, koi fish and nihonzuru I could get infinite eggs. If that is not enough, I had 7 bald eagles and titanic peacock. Eggs hatching goes crazy fast. Time to hatch goes from 4 hours to 15 minutes only. Imagine hatching 8 eggs every 15 minutes without consuming a single egg. My only wish is this abuse lasted a little bit longer. So I made the most out of it. I only got 1 full day to abuse this bug and I hatched 1 mimic octopus and 4 butterfly in just a day. Unlucky did not get any disco bee or huge pets from them. But a good starting point for me to restart my trading journey. The second way to get a kickstart is sell a good pet. I had 2 huge moth and I did not really use them, so I decided to sell the smaller one. I think I got a decent deal. He gave me a disco bee, a mimic octopus and a T-Rex for my 5.5 kilograms huge moth. An offer equal to the value of a raccoon. Do you think this was a win or a lose? I think it was a fair deal. All useful huges go around the price of a raccoon. And I had tried to sell the moth earlier but never found a buyer. So I took the fair deal when it presented itself. Also, I never had a disco bee, so I obviously wanted to get one. Now I had a few decent pets with me and I admit greed got the best of me. I had 7 koi fish, but they were average size and I wanted the biggest one my pets could buy. So I started buying big koi fish, which was not cheap at all and very hard to find. For the first big koi fish I had to buy 3 more at the cost of a mimic octopus. Before you go in comments and write big loss. I know it was an overpay and I was okay with it. It's the cost of perfection. The second person I found was not willing to settle for anything less. 2 big koi fish for a T-Rex. And that too a big one. An extreme overpay, but all I could see was infinite eggs forever. So I let go of the T-Rex I just got from my huge moth trade. And then I found another person with 2 decent big koi fish and ended up trading the last mimic octopus for 4 koi fish. Do you think all of my koi fish trades were a win or a lose? All of the big koi fish had a base weight above 1.27 kilograms. What do you think? I would have been profitable if the infinite eggs abuse lasted long. But it got fixed really quickly. I did not even get to age the koi fish. So basically I wasted 2 mimic octopus and a big T-Rex for nothing. All I had now was a few butterfly. I needed some divine pets like dragonfly, T-Rex and mimic octopus to help me in trading. So I did a rare thing, and that is climb down. For some reason that particular time I found it really hard to sell my butterfly. Maybe because everyone was using infinite eggs glitch on anti-bee eggs and there was a sudden surplus of butterflies. After some time I did find a fair deal and I traded my butterfly for 3 T-Rex. Do you think this was a win or a lose? I think this was a loss. When I am climbing down I can easily make some profits and should always try for an overpay. But this time I settled for a fair deal, which is a loss for me. I again traded down another one of my butterfly. But this time it was 3 mimic octopus. Do you think this was a better trade than the last one? Definitely not. I ended up with 3 small-sized mimic octopus. Big loss for me. I should have waited for a better deal. I am sure I would have ended up with better pets. But sometimes I do get a little impatient and end up doing bad trades. Next I got a small opportunity to fix my mistake. I found someone who agreed to trade one of my small T-Rex for his big-sized dragonfly. Definitely a big win. The butterfly is already a little bit more valuable than the T-Rex and the good size of his dragonfly is a total bonus. So I took this trade without hesitation. Now I had a lot of divine pets for trade, more than what I needed. But finally someone gave me a good overpaying offer, so I took it. Because to me I had infinite supply of butterfly. Right? Wrong. But he offered me 3 mimic octopus and a French fry ferret, all good sized, and one of the mimic octopus was golden. So I took his offer. Do you think finally I did a win trade for my butterfly? I agree with you. Finally a big win for me. Because my butterfly happened to be a small one, and all the pets I got were really good big size. But I needed to stop the climbing down trades for now. I had too many divine pets now. Next I got an opportunity to buy a titanic pet. Now I was not really sure if this pet is going to be useful or not. It was a titanic 85 kilograms at max age golem. I checked its stats on max age and they were horrible. But since I had a continuous supply of butterfly, I agreed to purchase it for 1 butterfly. Now purchasing huge and titanic pets can be really tricky and confusing at the same time. No one really knows the value of them. Do you think I made a win or a loss with this trade? I think this ended up being a huge win. I got rainbow mutation on the Titanic Golem after 3 days of trying, and I put it up for sale. I got only one good offer, and it was a huge peacock valued at around 2 red kitsune for the Titanic Golem. I did not sell this one yet because somewhere deep down I like to collect Titanic pets, but this sure is a big win for me. Next, my focus was getting raccoons and red kitsunes with the remaining 2 butterfly. With the latest update, my butterfly generation factory was shut down. The Nihonzuru stopped working at all, and the seals and koi fish were also made completely useless. But because of this game feature, which everyone figured out, the butterfly value as compared to the raccoon started shrinking. But I still got lucky and got a good deal after trying very hard. I got a raccoon for my last 2 butterfly and my good-sized dragonfly. Do you think this was a win or a lose? I think this was a big win because the butterfly value was dropped recently, and getting a raccoon for almost 2 butterfly is a big win. Since I had no butterfly remaining, I started looking to trade other pets for a raccoon. Not going to lie, I saw this message on Discord and someone wrote 6 mimic octopus for a raccoon. At first I thought this was probably a scam where you get that link and if you click you get hacked. But it turned out to be a real person. All he wanted was big mimics, and I happened to have 2 really big ones. So I got him to agree on the trade. Do you think this was a win or a lose? I think it was a big win. In the past I have done 7 mimic octopus for a raccoon. Now that the raccoon value has climbed, I cannot believe I got a raccoon for only 6 mimics. Now I started searching for huge and titanic pets. I got an opportunity to buy a huge hedgehog from the same person who traded the Titanic Golem. He wanted to be in my videos, and if I gave him a fair offer he was ready to take it. I estimated the value of the huge hedgehog around a butterfly, but I did not have any left. So I had to make up in value with what I had. I had 2 T-Rex remaining, but butterfly is valued at 3 T-Rex, so I added in a red fox and a rainbow night owl. He agreed to this offer. Do you think I won or lost this trade? I am not really sure about it. But I did want to get this huge hedgehog so I can compare it with the blood hedgehogs. Will I do it? I am not sure. I don't really play Grow a Garden how it's supposed to be played. I like my garden empty and don't really care about crops and mutations anymore. It's now a pet trading game for me. I had been trying for a few days to sell my semi-huge peacock that I bought in the last video for a raccoon and golden goose. It was very hard to sell this one because it was semi-huge, and after countless attempts to get rainbow on it I had failed. But someone offered a semi-titanic wasp for it, which with rainbow mutation can get to 1 minute cooldown. I liked the sound of that, so I took the trade. I added a corrupted kitsune to make it a bit fair for him. Do you think I won or lost this trade? Very hard to say. This is my first and only huge pet to huge pet trade. I know the best value I can get for my peacock was a red kitsune. I think the value of this semi-titanic wasp is a bit more than a red kitsune. So I think I won the trade. I might be wrong. Let me know if that is the case. I used to level up my pets using rainbow blood owls. But after getting the Titanic peacock I felt leveling pets using the peacock and French fry ferrets was a lot faster. So I traded a few of my rainbow blood owls for good offers. I found a good offer for my 2 rainbow blood owls. It was a semi-titanic giant ant. So I went ahead with it. Do you think I won or lost this trade? I think the value of the 2 rainbow blood owl, which are age 100, is around a butterfly, and butterfly for the huge giant ant sounds like a fair offer. Since I am not using the blood owls anymore, this sounds like a win to me. Next I got a really good opportunity to purchase a non-mutated semi-titanic peacock. I traded it for 4 raccoons. Do you think this was a win or a lose? At that time this was like a gamble for me. I know I bought a rainbow semi-titanic peacock similar size for 2 red kitsune and 2 raccoons. So if I could get rainbow mutation on it, I know I can make big profits from this one. So I spent the next few days trying to get rainbow mutation on this. I was not able to get the rainbow mutation, but I did get the gold mutation. The good thing was that with gold mutation and medium treat this peacock reaches 15 seconds cooldown, which I used as my key strategy to pitch it to potential traders. And my strategy worked. I found a buyer who was ready to pay 1 rainbow red kitsune, 1 giant bean red kitsune, 2 disco bee and a fennec fox for it. An offer almost equal to 3 red kitsune value. So I agreed to it and sold the Titanic peacock. Do you think this was a win or a lose? Well, I think this was a big win. I made profit equal to a red kitsune by just getting a mutation on the peacock. Though it took me some time, but this was a big profit. And I finally figured out how most of the people get rich in this game. Market for huge and titanic pets is very vague, and there is a lot of potential to make good profits if you know the values of these huge and titanic pets. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Until next time.